An artist that changes music for generations and creates music that sticks for years to come is not something to be taken lightly. In today's music world with 500,000 songs dropping every week, that is something that's extremely hard to do. Let's learn how to Lil Uzi Vert. So who is Lil Uzi Vert? I mean, if you haven't heard of him already, just pause the video and go listen to every song he's ever made, and I'll probably see you sometime tomorrow. But Uzi is one of those SoundCloud era artists that stuck around, and he stuck around for a good reason. Uzi started rapping in high school, and it didn't take long for him to grab the attention of the masses. By the time he was putting out music on SoundCloud, he already had a bit of a name for himself, and when it came time to drop his quote-unquote debut single Money Longer, he'd already grabbed the attention of the mainstream media. This song was released back in 2016 and now sits at 156 million views on YouTube. Prior to the drop of the song, Uzi was already elected to be on XXL's freshman list in 2016, which is 100%, without a doubt, the best XXL freshman freestyle out. People really started liking Uzi at this point, not only for his music, but because of the way this man holds himself. Uzi is known for his feminine-like attitude and his very questionable choice of fashion.
Had a good night last night. Hope you had a great night last night.
Oh yeah, it was really fun.
Awesome.
Had a great night last night.
Huh?
I hope you had a great night last night.
Oh yeah, it was really fun.
But we're not here to focus on Uzi's fashion statements. Let's get back on track. In music, you tend to see a lot of artist-producer duos, and in the case of Uzi, this duo is Lil Uzi x Molly Raw. Molly Raw is a producer who really paved a way for Uzi to ride out this wave of virtual, video game-like sounding instrumentals, and that's exactly what we'll be focusing in on today.
Daddy, smoking that gas, got all that sign and shit on the powder. Nowadays, I don't really care if you cry. I don't really shouldn't. I done went from GG to BB to LV. I done fuck with Kiki and Lily and me.
Alright, so now that we know about Uzi, it's time to actually make the beat. And for this beat, we're going to try and stick to three things. We want to go with something pretty energetic, something really bouncy, and something that kind of fits in the virtual / like video game foundation. So I'm going to be going for something like Uzi off of Eternal It Takes. So none of his older stuff where it was a little bit more slow, but his new stuff that actually sped up a lot more. So I actually found this loop right here by the boy Spaceman and Nick Mira, and it sounds like this. So I don't know about you, but I instantly heard that and got Uzi vibes like right away. So since we're using a loop, I'm not really going to break down much of that. But when you are actually if you're making loops by yourself, what you're going to want to do is just find sounds that really fit a vibe that Uzi actually rap on. And what I mean by that is for your sound selection, you want to find sounds that are super bright, sounds that have like that virtual old retro and like video game sound to it. And then for your progressions and melodies, you're going to want to go for something upbeat and really bouncy. But like I said, we're not actually making a loop in this video, so I'm just going to show you guys how I would do the drums on this one. So with Uzi, a lot of his producers tend to use the Spins 808, so that's what we're going to be using. And basically the way I come up with my 808 patterns is I go through the loop, I listen to it at first, and I kind of find how I want the progression to go, and then I'll bring the 808 up a couple of octaves just so I can hear if it's actually fitting the tone of the actual loop, and I kind of just plug and go. And what I came up for this 808 pattern is this right here. So as you can tell, it's super bouncy. This is what the pattern looks like, and basically what I did here is on the 808, I actually set the envelope settings like this, so the 808 only plays for as long as the note is actually held. And what this does is this just allows you to play with some tension by just having some notes stop in different parts of the song. So for example, we have this first 808 stop directly at the clap, and a few of these notes right here only play for like a really small second, and then there's this gap right here before the next note. And what I did here was I just set these this magnet to half step. And I did some half-step rolls right here that sound like this. And there's also this roll right here at the end, just with the half steps. And I just had the 808 come up an octave, and it sounds like this. So yeah, super simple, but it just sounds super good, and it's definitely something you could hear Uzi on. So the next thing I actually did was just added a clap. Super simple pattern. Clap just sounds like this. And then for the hi-hat pattern, super simple. I kind of just tried to add to the bounce of the 808. And for most of these rolls, I was either doing 1/6 of a beat or 1/3 of a step. and this is the bounce of the hi-hat. And I just repeat that pattern for 4 bars and then duplicate it over for 8. And then the next thing I did was just add this little like percussive snare, and it just comes in right here. And then we have another snare that comes in right after that. And then lastly, just an open hat. And all I did with the open hat here is for the first one, it's at C, and for the second one, it's at A sharp. It just kind of adds a little bit of variety. And then also right at the end of the 8 bars, there's a snare roll right here that sounds like this. And then, I mean, that's it for the drums. That's everything I did. By the way, for all the drums I use in this video, they are for my kit Full Circle. You can grab that at drumify.com. The link is always in the description below. And then a really important part about making the beat sound really good for Uzi is the way you arrange it. So basically what I did for the arrangement of this is super simple. There is an 8-bar intro, and then we go to the hook or the chorus, which is right here, 8 or 16 bars. And then after these, we go down to the verse, and you could hear that transition to the verse super drastic. It kind of sounds like the 808 comes out, so it's like this, watch. And some melody sounds come out. And the 808 comes in right here. And then for the second part of the verse, I drop out everything besides the 808 and we bring some melody back in. And then all I did was just duplicate that over without the intro twice. And then we just finish with this part right here. And I would just fade it out. And I mean, that's literally the whole thing right there. So that's it for the video. I hope you guys enjoyed this one. This video was a little bit different. I was trying something new, a bit more informative, and just kind of more on like an entertainment standpoint. So yeah, if you guys did enjoy this video, hit the like button. Let me know if you actually did or not. I mean, if you didn't, we'll just go back to the old videos. Either way, it doesn't matter to me. Or I mean, I could also do this same kind of format and just break down the actual loop and the drums a bit more, or make the beat from scratch. You guys let me know in the comments below. Like I said, follow me on Instagram. All my kits are available at drumify.com/producer/Quentin-Bobbitt. And that's all I got for you guys for right now. So I'll see you in the next video. Peace out.